Here we go. .105.7 The Hawk. Good morning, Tom Cunningham, and the Bruce Brunch radio program, home of the Free Beer and Hot Wings morning show, weekday mornings, of course, and home of the Bruce Brunch every Sunday morning between 9 and 11. Always love to have our friends, our local musicians come in, and very excited this morning. Boccigalupe The Badboys, represented by Tony Amato, a.k.a. Boccigalupe himself, right there. Steve Schraeger. Good morning, Steve.
Morning.
Drummer in the outfit. And John Oeser.
Good morning. The beer and wings are great this morning.
There you go. Hey, we aim to please here at 105.7 The Hawk. So you've got Tony Bocci, you've got a new CD out, the third Boccigalupe and Badboys CD called Never Needed Anyone?
Yes.
Well, you don't need anybody.
John wrote the words, so I wrote the music. So no, you know, it's basically what it is. It's sort of a love album. So you know, most of the songs are all about love of one sort or another. And you always need people, you know.
Absolutely. Now, where did you record the new CD?
At home. We have our own studio at home, so you know, it makes it easier. It's cheaper. You don't have to go spend hundreds of dollars anymore, which is it's the new thing of the future. It's no big deal. It took us 40 years to figure that one out.
The future is now. Now, you guys go way, way back in the Jersey Shore music scene. Steve, you got your start in Cahoots?
Actually, it was just before that, in a band called Days with John Larachi, my Scalfa. Then I met Tony, and then after that, Cahoots happened.
And Cahoots was the great George Thies in on that action.
Oh, yeah.
And the pride of Freehold, and of course, you know, man now in North Carolina, but a guy who has just got some incredible Jersey Shore. Now, John, where did you get into the picture here?
Well, George Thies and I had been in a band previous, and we went out one night in Asbury Park trying to scout bands. You know, the best place to find musicians is to go see bands out and about playing, and just so happened the lead singer of the band came up to the mic and said, this is our last night playing, we're breaking up, and meanwhile I look at the rest of the band and they're all looking at each other saying, what? So George and I went in and did a little bit of picking, and we picked up a whole band and went to work right after that.
Well, and Cahoots was a legendary band. Tony, with Cahoots, where was your favorite place to play?
Well, of course the Pony, because we were one of the house. You know, the Pony had like 3 house bands: Cahoots, Shakes, and the Jukes. So the Pony was always a good place to play. And a fun place would be the old Chatterbox in Seaside.
Yeah, baby.
Yeah. Oh boy.
The Box Rocks.
The Box Rocks. That's right. So yeah, it was some good times back then. You know, everything was like real.
I'm going to imagine that everyone listening right now, at one time or another, got in trouble at the Chatterbox in Seaside. It just had to happen.
Yeah, it's the trouble spot of Seaside. That's what it was.
It just had to happen. Steve, you're a heavy hitter on the drums, and you've maintained this presence here at the Shore for many years now. What's it feel like to be back rocking here with the new record?
It feels great, you know. It's great to be back, well, with Tony and playing with John again. It's just a formula, and it seems like if we don't play, we get back together, it's like we never stop playing. So now that whole element came into the new CD, which I'm real proud of, and I really enjoyed playing on it. I think Tony did a great job mixing it, and it was a lot of fun doing this CD.
Cool.
And it feels great, you know, we're out still doing it.
And you can't beat it. Now John, you sing on many of these songs, and you've got all this kind of handheld percussion stuff going on during the live Boccigalupe and Badboys show. It must be fun up there for you.
Oh yeah, it is. That's why you do this. It's you go out and do your job, but it's a job that is so much fun that there's there's no comparison. It's something that I'm glad I got back into doing again. Actually, sometimes it feels like I never stopped. It took about a 10-year break, but it's just a lot of fun. And yeah, if it looks like I'm having fun, it's the truth.
Good. Yeah, that's what rock and roll is all about. Now, Tony, I first met you in the early '80s when the George Thief Band was one of my favorite bands at the Shore. Great lineup. I can name these guys without even thinking about it. Elliot Bauer, Mitch Malloy, who went on to put out records, Tommy LaBella, who was fabulous, Little Vinnie Roslin, and then John LaRashi, and then yourself and George. I mean, I love that band. Some great nights at Big Man's West, and some great nights at the Pony.
It was a great band.
Yeah.
Great. Well, I loved playing with George, except George was a little meticulous, you know. He'd write a song, he'd learn it, and next week he'd change it. You know, so it was tough. But yeah, it was a good band. It was a good band. Fun.
Yeah, and an excellent quality band. Now, a lot of the songs on the CD here are songs written by George Thief.
Yeah. Well, you know, it's like George is still part of our family no matter what. And George has always been a great writer. You know, his words, meanings, you know, it's just something that you want to keep in. And I felt that, you know, I really liked playing these songs. These songs are really good. They have a lot of meaning. You know, in this business, the first thing you got to do is to be honest with yourself, is never forget where you come from. And that's why we use George's songs, and they're great songs. You know, I went back to the original arrangements.
Yes. It's funny, after I listened to the CD, I went and dug the cassettes out. Because I swear to you, I have the greatest archive of George Thief's studio stuff.
I should have called you.
And I found all that stuff, and so I'm going to play. We'll play one right here. This is from the brand new Boccigalupe The Badboys CD, Never Needed Anyone, and Rudy, as written by George Thief. It's Bocci and the Badboys on the Bruce Brunch at 105.7 The Hawk.